That's interesting. That is also very interesting. Very cool. Anyway, this looks just like Sam's thing that she makes to represent herself. I wonder if she left that there. I'll have to ask her. Gabby. She's watching up there. She's watching down there. And up the road. Oh, that's funny. Did you find your Sam?
Lots of noises and sounds and knocks.
Cool.
Wind and a crazy sonar pinging sound all over the place.
Well, I've noticed the last couple times I come up over here by where the cloaker thing happened, I hear like, it almost sounds like, it reminds me of the Abbott's little sprinkler thing when it comes on, where it goes choo 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 choo.
Hear that?
Yeah.
Hear that? I'm hearing all over the place.
I was hearing something when I was back at the cabin. That's why I came up to see if you heard it.
It's like a rusty creaking. You know, when you just move metal like that. It's been happening all along here. Back there, and then I hear it up here. It'd be all over the place.
There was that whistle. I just heard that whistle you just did.
That one?
Yeah. There.
And I've heard like... I got on recording.
I told you they were around.
I had the recording on, so I picked up some of this. When I got up here, it was really... You just hear sounds all around you. So I just sat there, and then all of a sudden I heard a bird go off, like really loud bird.
Really?
Like, it did a... You know, and then it did another bird sound for about 30 seconds consistently and stopped. And it was like, it was kind of odd to have a bird sound like that. So.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of odd that I just said something, you whistled, and the exact same sound just came from over there.
The same tone, too. See it knocking?
There it is. Yeah, it was almost like a twirr to it, a trrr. There it is again. I told you they were here last night.
Why is it so breezy up here and not down by the cabin? Come up here and...
Oh, it does that. And even here at ground level, there's no breeze. It's all just in the tops. Because we're down in this little hole.
There it is.
There's that little whir sound again.
Yeah, it's over there.
That's cool.
Yeah, just add a little extra.
Yeah, you would think that if it was the wind, it would be in one place, not coming from different spots.
Well, sure, a cactus. I just sat here and just listened and taking it all in.
Cool.
The sounds are just like all over the place.
That's cool. Yeah, that's what it was like up here the other night. And then when Gabby took off toward the creek like she was greeting her best friend, I couldn't help but have myself a little bit of a panic attack.
Well, there's something strange. I don't want to say it's strange, but this little area here,
Yeah.
we have just as much paranormal crap going on right here.
There it is
goes
again.
Right in this little spot.
It's moved. It's gone from up that way back down this way
And I
now.
heard it up there before.
It was on the
It goes
hill.
all over the place. It's not a bird. Here it
No.
goes again.
Cool. There that is again. That was close.
Yeah. What's that?
I heard it. Hope this picked up. It was over there. So yeah, so over the last week and a half, every morning between 9-ish and noonish, there it is again.
It's almost like a voice.
Yeah, it is.
Here?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm. Oh my God.
that's weird. It's coming from the same area those whistles were coming from too. So anyway, every morning I hear 3 to 4 wood knocks, half an hour apart, sometimes a couple together. But that's been going on down there every morning for the last week and a half.
Right.
And then, what was it, Sunday morning? We were sitting in the yard down there visiting, and I had told you about it. All of a sudden there was, 2 big knocks from right across the road?
Yep.
And you thought it was the neighbor. Yeah, so, you went and looked the first time, and there was I told you there was nobody there.
The first time I heard, like almost like someone was chopping wood.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard it like that, and I'm thinking, well, my first assumption was the neighbors, but then you told me there's no neighbors, and I wasn't quite motivated to get up and look, because it sounded right around the bend, and we sat there a little while longer, and all of a sudden, again.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh, wasn't there a little whistle in there too?
Yeah, the whistle came in right after that.
Yeah.
And then it got me up, and I just abruptly got up, and I had to make sure and walk around the corner and confirm there was absolutely nobody at the other 2 places that were right around that corner. It was gone.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody was there.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody at home, no cars, no nothing, and it literally came from the woods. So, and you're telling me that it does happen virtually every morning.
Yeah, for the last week and a half it has. And there's been one morning, that was Sunday morning, today's Wednesday?
Yeah.
So there was one morning that it didn't happen, and that was the people right across the creek from me had come up the night before and spent the night, and they were out bright and early working on the cabin. And that was the one morning it didn't happen. So yesterday, they were gone again. They had left, and so yesterday it happened again. Right about 9:30, there was 2 big knocks, and another one around 10:30, right across the road.
That's amazing. They come in 2s.
Yeah.
Most of them.
Well, sometimes there'll be just 1, and then an hour later there'll be 2, or there'll be 2, and then there'll be 1. But there's usually 3 or 4 every morning. Sometimes a whistle thrown in. So, yeah, and then last night, okay, you were up the trail yesterday.
Yes, I was.
Okay, and then after you had left, I came back up just about the time it was getting dark. And Gabby and I went back, and we were just right inside. I forget what happened.
I think you came out here after I did.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so yeah, we were coming up the trail, and I saw the glyph that I have since asked you about, and that was you that made that. But I'm just walking and we're quiet, and as soon as I see that glyph and I put the camera on it and I start talking, right from out over this way, there's a big knock, and it's like, okay, she's here, they're out. So then it was a little while later, I was back at the cabin, and it had just gotten really dark out, and I'm in the kitchen, and the window's open, and I can hear the calls outside. You know, wasn't exactly the owl type calls. It was more of a whoo, whoo type of sound.
Woo!
Well, not quite that
Not
big.
that loud.
No, I'm thinking maybe one of the juveniles, because I've heard it before.
Oh,
It wasn't
okay.
a real
They've got
big
really
sound.
Smaller.
Yeah.
Smaller.
So anyway, I grab the camera and I head over to the door, and I hear it again. I pause at the door and I can hear it a couple times, and then it stopped. I opened the door. As soon as I opened the door and it did that creak, it stopped.
Just like that.
Just like that. I went out and listened, and there was nothing. Oh, like that. That's what I was hearing last night.
Yeah, I heard
Just
that.
like, yeah. Did you hear that? That's what I was hearing across the road from the cabin.
I got a separate recorder over there just to pick it up and amplify it, you know.
Okay. So anyway, that was the sound. So then, and like not even an hour later, I'm in the bedroom, and I didn't realize Gabby was outside. She was laying on the porch. You know, I had the screen door closed, but I thought she was inside. She wasn't. She was out. So right outside the bedroom window, I hear something big just take off, and I'm thinking, what the? And then I hear Gabby dive off the porch and run around the side of the house. But whatever was there, of course, it was already gone. So she comes running back around. I went to the door to call her in, and she's just all happy and wiggling, you know, like, oh, there was my buddy out there again. You know, I got to tell you, I'm a little nervous about her being friends with him, but apparently there's one.
I heard it again.
Yeah, that was it again.
You know, it's happening there's a lot of activity out here just in this last half hour.
That was interesting. That was flute-like.
Is that behind you?
I think it's all coming from across the creek.
I heard that.
Yeah. Maybe they want some flute music.
I don't have the flute with me right now. I can whistle.
That was a knock. Did you hear that?
All right. Not bad for whistling.
Not bad. Huh. Oh, that's an interesting one.
Look at that. I need to take a picture of that, sorry.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, but look at this over here.
Oh, yeah. Watch where you step over there. You don't want to get into them hornets.
No. That's where you got them?
Well, this time of year, I hate stepping in any of this soft, off-the-trail litter.
That is definitely...
Because you just never know.
Wow. This place is just full of X's and stars.
Yep. Stuff everywhere. And then all this. This is pretty interesting, too. That wasn't there last night.
The whole thing, yeah, it changed. It was there, but the message was different.
Interesting.
Hang on. I want to get the whole thing here.
Okay, Sandy's here with me today.
Hi, everyone.
So, we've decided, since we've moved to the new gifting area, or the old gifting area, that we're going to take out some of this stuff that, most of this was left here from last summer when Claudia was here. We've added a few things to it, you know, like the harmonica and the bubble wrap and the bell. But we're thinking we're just going to go ahead and pack all this stuff out, because none of it seems to be of any interest anymore.
That looks like an A, and I think we should take that down too. And I'm going to clear this out, Barb, while you're doing your gifting, and then we'll see if something's changed.
Okay.
How's
yeah,
that sound?
that sounds great. Because
Right.
there's a lot of debris in here, and over the last year that we weren't using this area, there were other people that were, and we don't really know what they did, what's new, what's old. So we're just going to start it all on a clean slate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great plan.
All right, cool.
Nothing ventured, right?
That's right. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to go check out the basket, and
I'm going to clean up.
all right, we'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Okay, so my bucket is on the ground. The plastic cover is pushed all the way down. There's the bucket down there. And Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just left peanut butter and some fruit in it. And of course, not seeing any sign of the peanut butter anywhere. But as I'm walking up here, and I'm going to have to check last week's video because I'm not really sure about this, but this tree, see with the roots in the air? This, I don't remember that being there. I'm pretty sure that I could just walk along this log going back and forth. Yeah, not sure about where this tree came from or how long it's been here. Gonna have to go back into some old footage and see if that was there before or not. But anyway, so I haven't been to town to get a new pie, but I do have peanut butter and honey and some apples, so I'm going to rehang the bucket, and we'll show you what it looks like when we're done. Okay, so I've got the bucket rehung, refilled. There's a big jar of peanut butter, a bottle of honey, and 4 apples that are in there now. How's it going over here?
Okay.
Cool.
So I cleaned it all up. There's your bell. And I just put that rock up with our little, so green and blue for Seahawks, pink for me, and purple Barbie.
Cool.
Go Hawks! You know, hey. And then this is your B and your G glyph.
All right,
How's
cool.
that?
Perfect.
Just simple.
That's awesome.
And then I took any sticks from around here that were leaning up and put them on the ground.
Okay.
So then you'll know. Oh, don't let me hit ya. Oh, that was close. Sorry, Barb.
It's okay.
If something is upright, there's nothing leaning up against any of these trees.
Okay, cool.
Right,
so we'll know what's new. Right on. Okay, well, Sandy has been clearing some of the clutter, so we can start off things here with an easier way to spot what's new. We've found this. This is like an upright A structure right there. And all these little sticks here make a little asterisk. There's right there. There's a little pile. Very interesting.
And that resembles those other A's we've
Yes,
found in
very
the forest,
similar.
And it's upright. So that would be number 4.
Yeah. Cool.
Very cool.
And I'm still kind of at a loss about this tree that's laying on the log.
So how about, do you want me to leave those 2? Or
Yeah, let's leave those 2 for now.
Gabby's going to dismount.
Yeah, she'll take care of that one.
Good girl, yes.
Yeah.
She's got the idea.
Yeah, that is a pretty piece of wood too.
It is a beautiful piece of wood. Yeah.